Welcome to this episode of the Happy Workaholic Podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. I'm a business coach, luxury travel expert, and lifestyle blogger, currently residing in the beautiful city of Las Vegas. The Happy Workaholic Podcast is a happy, healthy, positive, and very productive show about living life in the fast lane, learning how to slow down, and how to become the best version of yourself through inspiration, motivation, and determination, both personally and professionally. If this sounds like something you're in need of in your life, then you've come to the right spot. I'll be sharing some of my favorite business tips, personality, and crazy stories from my own career choices. You will also be hearing from a few of my friends who happen to be entrepreneurs like myself. Don't forget, the conversation continues after the show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under the hashtag #TheHappyWorkaholic. Now, if you want to hear any of my exclusive news first, just visit my website, KellyanneGorman.com, and sign up to receive my weekly VIP newsletter. Now let's get started with today's show. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to episode 9. In this show, I wanted to talk about the fact that your business can be anywhere. And I wanted to share a little story with you that happened to me earlier this week. So I had gone into a store to pay a bill, and I had given her the money, and the customer service rep was asking me for the account number, and I gave her all the digits, and then she read it back, and I apologized. I said, I'm so sorry, my eyes are so blurry because I've been on my computer all day designing a website for a client. And she said, oh my God, I've been looking for somebody to design a website. Like, what else do you do? So I started explaining to her how I build brands and I redesign logos and websites and really help small business owners and other entrepreneurs take their brand to the next level. And I said, what is it that you do? And so she said that she sold a particular makeup product. And I said, oh my gosh, that's so great. Which line? I was a pro makeup artist for 16 years. Like, I'd love to hear about it. So she whips out this huge kit, which I cannot believe she's even allowed to sell at her job that she's at right now. Apparently her management doesn't mind, which is so crazy to me. But that's a totally different story for another day. But she was showing me her products, and I gave her my rates. And by the way, I'm in Las Vegas, so I think it was 4 o'clock I was there, so it's like prime heat time. I think it was 115 degrees. I had broken out in hives from these meds I was on, so I was like a hot mess and had no makeup on. Thank God I had a hat on. And here I am pitching with I look so awful. You know, normally you want to show up to the game, hair and makeup done, and be at your best. And when you pitch, and I actually wasn't really even pitching, I was just explaining to her what it is that I do. And so our conversation started. So the whole purpose of this discussion tonight is to let you know that your business can be anywhere. And I'm the type of person that will go to a bar by myself because I want to meet new people that aren't locals that are visiting, and we just get a conversation started, and then we always will connect on LinkedIn or social media platforms, and then we'll be in touch. And you just never know who you're dealing with, not only in Vegas, but anywhere, who could be sitting next to you on a bus or next to you on your next flight that you take to a business trip or a convention or your vacation. You just never know where your business can be. So always be on your game. So besides the fact that I did not look like I was on my game, I was on my game when she was asking me the 20 questions that she needed answered as far as building her own brand. So I gave her my card and I said, I would love to, meet up with you somewhere else, outside of your job, and really discuss the needs that you have so that we can kind of come up with a plan. If you wanted to do something seasonally or you wanted to get it done all together and really take this brand that you have to a whole nother level. And she was so excited. And so I just wanted to come on tonight and just tell you this short story because you just never know where your business can be. So you just always want to be on your game. Now, besides the fact, like I already mentioned, I did not look like I was on my game. I was when I was explaining to her what it is that I do. And she did believe in me and she did trust me. And she had so many questions as I was paying this bill after the fact. I think I spent 15, 20 minutes talking to her and showing her how to buy domains, and, she needed certain social media, and just giving her tips and tricks that nobody else had taken the time to tell her, and not even the company that she's selling for, which is insane to me. And then she started giving me the numbers of how she buys wholesale and the numbers that come back and the percentage of the increase, and it just didn't really make sense to me. So she might end up actually going with other brands that I had mentioned to her that I know others do really well in. So it's always nice to have the line of conversation available and open, because like I said, you just never know where your future business can be, and you always want to be nice to the person next to you, or use your manners and hold the door open, because you never know who that next client could be, and it can be that person that you didn't hold the door for because you were in such a rush. So the whole point of my story is your business can be anywhere. Always be at your best. Always be ready to help the next person and give them as much information as you possibly can, because that will build a trust with them where they will want to contact you and work with you, because they go home thinking, oh my God, like she just gave me all this information and the company I'm selling for didn't even give me any of this knowledge. And this is just a random person that decided to come into the store and pay her bill with me, and we just take it from there. So I hope you guys all had a great week. And my big announcement for the launch date, again, is Monday, July 24th on my Instagram at KK in Vegas for the I Chose This Life series, which is filled with entrepreneurs in multiple fields, which you can listen to on the previous episode. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Until next time. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. If you like this episode, please let me know by writing a review for the Happy Workaholic Podcast. I would truly appreciate it. As I always say, sharing is caring. Don't forget, the after show happens on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search under the hashtag The Happy Workaholic. That's where I'll be to answer all of your questions about any of my episodes. Now, if for some reason you're not on social media, you can always reach me via my website at kellyanngorman.com. Oh, and while you're there, make sure you sign up to receive my VIP newsletter. You'll be getting those delivered in your inbox every Wednesday. Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk again soon.